What's going on, and welcome to the Hikers Network, where our mission is to bring you positivity, info, and knowledge. If you're new to the channel, my name is Jeremiah Stringer, and here we talk about all things hiking and backpacking. So if you're into that kind of thing, consider subscribing to the channel. Now, I do have a lot to talk about today, per usual, and I will, in the description below, timestamp each thing that we're going to talk about. So if there's one particular part of the video that you're super interested in, you want to skip to that part, check out the description and you can click on that number and it'll take you directly to that part of the video. But first, I have some stickers that we've been sent. We got Big Tent Outdoors Equipment that's been sending me some headlamps. I've already reviewed one and more to come in the future. Outland got to see you at the Ohio Meetup, which we'll talk more about in a second. And then Huck Outdoors. Awesome guy, great channel. Make sure you check out his channel as well. Let's put them on our wall. Oh, this is where the stickers go. Who should we start with? Let's start with Huck. Huck, where do we put yours? What about right here next to the Trek? And Big Tent Outdoors. How about next to Gossamer Gear? And lastly, we got Outland, awesome channel. Stick you up here, buddy. Outland, where do we put you, man? Let's do you up here in the corner. And let's tilt you. There you go, man. Represent. Do it for the gram! We're adding to the collection. Now that we got that, let's start today's video. Let's start with number one, the Ohio Backpacker YouTube Meetup that I just mentioned. And I got to see all kinds of awesome people. Some people that I already knew, got to meet some great new people. And I actually rode with Backpacking with Jason, and he and some other people also made videos. So I would highly suggest you go checking those out. We had such a blast hanging out. Man, it was awesome. Number two topic today. Ben, he is taking the customized backpacking gear by storm. One thing that you may have already heard me talk about before is the Hilltop Packs DSLR camera bag. And if you don't have your own camera, you probably don't need one of these bags. But he has all kinds of other stuff. And I'll link it below. It is an affiliate link, so it does help support the channel if you do buy anything. But some of the stuff that he has on there, his merchandise, he has custom backpacks, some super cool ones. He has some shoulder pouches. I think he's going to send me very soon, like one for a cell phone to keep your phone out of the weather, and water pouch, you know, so you can keep your smart water bottle or whatever you have in there. He also has bear/food bags, and he actually customizes these too. Like, I could have my logo put on one. I think the Shield Brothers had their faces put on one. He has all kinds of different funny ones and different prints. I think JK is Hiking got a camo one. Just super awesome stuff. So I want to make sure and mention him in today's episode. Let's go on to topic number 3. This is somebody that I have been binge watching. It's Second Chance Hiker. And honestly, I really relate to him. And I want you all to go over to his channel and send him some love. Check out his story. I actually would love to have him on an episode with us. Let me tell you why I relate to him. I lost 100 pounds getting active, and backpacking is helping me keep the weight off. He actually went out at close to 400 pounds and started a through hike of the PCT. And he released a recent video that said he made it over 1,000 miles total of hiking now. And of course, his through hike is done at the moment, but he is continuing his story. And every Tuesday he's checking in and doing a weigh-in, because at 400 pounds starting a trail through hiking, and he's already dropped 100 pounds, and he is changing his life. And backpacking has changed my life. It wasn't the cause of me losing my weight, but that's how he is shaping his mindset, is using backpacking. And I think that is fantastic. So I've reached out to him. Make sure that you're checking out his videos and watch his whole story if you haven't already seen it. It is fantastic. All right, let's talk about topic number 4. This is something that REI has started, and I think it's super cool. You may have already heard of it. It is OptOutside, hashtag OptOutside. And what is so cool about it is, you know, it seems like in today's society, we're all about making money. And you know, I like money too, but REI has decided to close their doors on Black Friday. And there's some crazy videos of people out there, you know, snatching things away from people. This Black Friday stuff is insane. And for REI to close their doors on that day, a huge money-making day, I just find it unbelievable. So here's their initiative. They want you to, instead of going and shopping, hashtag OptOutside. And they're trying to push people toward going out, practicing those leave no trace principles, and helping clean up the environment. And I can't think of a better way to spend Black Friday. In fact, last year my wife and I went on a hike for Black Friday. I'll link it above. It is just, I think it's insane. It's awesome. Thank you, REI. And they put on their website, they're sending 13,000+ employees. They're paying them, and they want to have them to help in this initiative. Just thanks. Thanks, REI. All right, let's talk about topic number 5. One of these. I have one. A bunch of people have them. It's an Apple Watch. And this helps save somebody's life. In case you missed this story, I wanted to give it to you guys. Back in October, just a month ago, James and Paige were on a hike and actually got lost. This is around Middletown, New Jersey. And the Apple Watch saved their life. Is insane. I'll link the story below. But the gist of it is, they went out, they were hiking. The name of the woods was, I believe, Hartshorn Woods Park. Hartshorn Wood Park. And they were out there hiking and they got lost. And it started getting dark. And the crazy part is they started sliding down a cliff. And the Apple Watch detected that they had taken a fall. And the only thing down there after they slid off was rocks and water. The river, actually. And the watch dialed 911 search and rescue for them. It's crazy. And James actually broke his leg, fractured it in 3 places, I believe. Make sure you check out that story for yourself and read up on it. I just thank God sometimes for technology. I like getting out and getting away and not being bothered on my cell phone and all that while I'm backpacking. But thank God for technology because it helps save their life. One way that I've been ending Hikers Network each week is to read some of your all's comments. So let's go for the last thing and read a few comments from the most recent video. Now, the most recent video was how to make a pot cozy, and some of you had already requested this. Let's go on and read a few. Our first comment is from Unpaved Explorer. I actually got to hang out with him at the Ohio YouTuber meetup, but he says, very good instructional video. You should be a teacher. You're funny, man. You're funny. He says that as a joke, of course, because I actually am a teacher. Don't tell anybody, but I've actually worn this tie to work before. Next up, let's go to James Thornton. James says, I line the inside of my pot cozy with Reflectix tape, and it really stiffens up the bottom seam, and the same on the lid. And that's a good idea, James. Basically, I made this pot cozy. I'm trying to keep it lightweight, but a little extra stiffening there wouldn't hurt a thing. Ron and Amanda Feezer say, love the new logo. Missing the classy tie. Well, here you go. I like to wear a tie on the Hikers Network. Larry Palmadier. Larry, I don't know how to say your last name, man, if I'm being honest. He says, 4-way screw? Is that like a 4-way stop? LOL, great video. Okay, so let me address this. A 4-way screw is a Phillips head screw, but I don't know if it's a Kentucky thing, like a regional thing or what, but we call them a 4-way. You got a 1-way and you got a 4-way. So, Larry, that's what I'm talking about, man. But you had me cracking up. I was even talking to somebody at work about it earlier today. Let's do one more. Gary Collins says, I learned duct tape is not good. I need to remake mine before going to Grayson Highlands this weekend. What Gary's saying is I think he used duct tape while building his pot cozy. Now, I mentioned in the video you need to use Reflectix tape because, you know, it helps insulate. Gary, I'm so excited for you to go to the Grayson Highlands, man. Those ponies are freaking awesome. I got to go on a trip there myself and absolutely loved it. Folks, I hope you've enjoyed Hope you're digging this Hikers Network. If you are, give me one of these. Like and subscribe and kick the notification bell for the latest notifications. We'll see you in the next video.